Hi, I'm Eberhardt. I just topped in the regional in Löbau. I played Mannadium, went 6-0-1, so undefeated. Okay, starting with the main deck. Like I said, I played Mannadium, so 3 Visas, 3 Riumheart and 3 Meek. That's pretty standard, nothing to say. You don't need turret, completely useless. And I played 3 Fenrir and 1 Scareclaw. Went pretty good with these. You can just search Fenrir, pop this with Abscission, search the field spell, and it's most likely full combo. Otherwise, you can just go Scareclaw Kashtira and do this. Then 2 Reichheart. I played 3 before, but I cut the 1 so I could play a little bit more non-engine. To the spells, 3 Calarium, OP card. Same with 3 Abscission. Some played at 2, but I think I played at 3 and it felt good. Wouldn't cut it. Then for the Scareclaw engine, I played 2-2. You could cut maybe 1 Arrival. I mostly sided it out, but it just felt good because you always want to get the 1 draw from Reichheart, and it's fine. And the final engine card should be Imaginings, MVP of this regional today. Could fix hands a lot and it went pretty good. I didn't play any hand traps. I just played board breaker because if you go first, you don't need any hand traps. Because if you go first, you should win and you just want to break boards. I won like 2 die rolls today, and because I played board breaker a lot, I could like still win if I went second, and it went pretty good. I played 2 thrusts, 3 tactics, and 3 forbidden droplets. Didn't resolve it too much. I would have wanted to see it more often, but it felt pretty good, and I didn't need anything more. Thrust is like a little bit cringe going first because I don't got pretty good targets, but I guess it went fine, and tactics was like broken. Especially in the Unchained matchup, I had played 2 times against Unchained, and it just felt pretty good. I played like 1 Terraforming, Rota, and Caught by the Grave. Last edition, I cut 1 Reichheart so I could play the Caught by the Grave. I was expecting a little bit of Draw and Lockbird, and also it went good going first against Tier, but I didn't see it once, so it didn't matter. And to the traps, just 2 Imperm, so I can set anything with Thrust. Otherwise, I couldn't set anything, and like the Reframing, standard shit. To the extra deck, 2 Astrolabe. In my final match, I went against Tier 3 times, and the final match was Tearlaments. Because I made a lot of Visas, I would have loved to see a 3rd one, but I didn't have any space. So 2 was fine, but I could see it at 3 if I could find the space in the extra deck. Then 1 Lightheart. I played it at 2 a lot, but I had to cut a lot so I can fit more other stuff. I only missed it once that I didn't play 2. Crush T4 Extender and the 2 level 4s, Link Force. Appaloosa a bit like maybe 3-4 matches. It was good in these. It's pretty good against Unchained. Xcode I didn't build once, but I could build it once. I would cut it at the moment because if you don't play a Link 3, you can't really Link climb it, and then you can't pop a lot. Also, you can boost it on 5k, so it was like at the moment not really good, but I guess it didn't miss anything in my extra deck, so it's fine. For the 8s, I played 1 Emerald and these 2. Broken card, can't search anything. Didn't resolve it once, like I'd wanted to do it if I would have been Druid, for example. Like I could do Baron that's unaffected by anything with the quick Synchro, but didn't need it once because people didn't play Druid. Then I played for the 10s, Despader, Baron, Sheng-Ying and Chaos Angel. Wouldn't cut anything of these. Maybe a 2nd Baron would be nice, but other than that, Sheng-Ying was MVP today. Played it like every match against Tearlaments, and it's always good. If you use the Shuffler, you can always Sheng-Ying, and then they can't use their field spell because they're turn players normally. And I just banish their field spell and anything else, and it can't be destroyed by card effect. It's bonkers against Tier. Felt pretty good, and obviously the Crimson Dragon for the combo, and I played 1 Beguska. The theory behind this is that if you get Dimension Shifted, then you can at least, in most cases, play a Beguska, and then, for example, against Flu, it's at least 1 more turn, and maybe you can pop it with Abscission and go from there. To the side deck, I was expecting a little bit of draw, so I played 3 draw and 3 crossout. Didn't resolve this interaction once, so people didn't play draw as much. I asked after every game, and maybe like 4 from 7 matches they played draw. but they didn't draw it, or if they draw it, I didn't have crossout, so it wasn't that good. But at least I could cross out like TTT at least once. And then if I did this, they always look like, okay, crossout for TTT, and they scoop normally because I got so much interactions with my full board. I played for Bistius 3 Drew Swarm and 1 Magnamod. Drew Swarm for the Unchained matchup, and these 4 in January for a tier. Drew them a lot and felt insane. You can build Chaos Engine with these. It's always felt good, and I love to see them. For back row hate, 1 Lightning Storm. Played 1 game in lands against Labrynth, and I drew it, so it was pretty good. Then the 3rd Thrust to search it, and find the 2 cards, but could be like anything just to search for Thrust. It's Herald of the Abyss for once, for purely matchup. Didn't play it, but was happy to play it. I also sided against Unchained sometimes if I had the space, so I can out the Hiking Caesar. And same also for Unchained matchup, the Change of Heart, exactly. Also to bait like totally awesome against tier, felt good. But yeah.
Okay, so what were your games and what were some of the harder games?
Game 1 was against Rescue Ace. Was a pretty chill player. I won in time. It was okay the matchup, but I didn't have a lot of sides, so it wasn't that good. And I played 2 games against Unchained. I drew 1. It was a pretty good player, and the second one I won. But Unchained was by far the hardest matchup. And then I played 1 time against Labrynth, was 2-1. I won because I drew Lightning Storm, so it felt pretty good. And I played 3 times against Kashtira. Kashtira, Tearlaments. The matchup felt pretty good because normally if they mill with Ogido, then they mill my Visas or my Abscission, and if they don't shuffle it back, I can like extend from there or play Astrolaut, pop their Auriculus, and then it's like 1 interaction less. It felt pretty good.
Any shoutouts for the end?
Of course, shoutouts to SFM, Spiel für Musik, and Markus, and the players there. The people I ran with, Marvin Miller, Sebastian Schüler, and Steven Richter. Best guys, helped me a lot with preparations. And yeah, no more shoutouts.
Beautiful, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.